guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I am doing a little bit of origami today, a nice simple-ish one, which are some lovely little Christmas tree decorations, which are lovely, aren't they? They're quite simple. Now there's two ways of doing these. You can I might do another one tomorrow. We'll see how we get on. Get you to practice doing this one first. And then I will do another one tomorrow, another quick one, but they are lovely, really simple. Now I've just used some of my Christmas papers. I've used some little wooden beads, which again you can use whatever you like, and I've got a little bit of twine on there, but again use silver, gold thread, anything you have. But I just think they look really nice. We're just sort of like just plain rustic, so loving them. Really simple to do. So I'm just going to pop those to the side there. I'm using some of my Christmas papers. These are the little extra bits that I cut off. Now I've cut them sort of like, this one's 6 by 6. As long as you have a square, you're fine. Some of them are a little bit smaller. So the first thing I'm going to do is fold it in half. Okay, so I'm just going to fold this in half. So we want to fold it in half that way. Turn it round, and then we want to fold it in half this way. Okay, like that. And then what we're going to do, so we've got 4 squares, and then we're going to turn it over this way, and we're going to go diagonally. Okay, so let's go diagonally, corner, get the tip together like that, and then just, you can see why I haven't cut it very well, but it doesn't matter, that's okay. And then we're going to go this way, so just point to point like that, and then just across. So we now have we've just gone all the way around it, okay, folding it. So then what we want to do is hold it like that, and then you want to push these 2 side pieces in, so they go in like that, and then you end up with a triangle, so it sort of like looks like that. So if you hold it, you want to hold it so it's square to you, and just push in the sides, and then it will just squash down like that. Okay, and then turn it up this way, and then we want to fold this. This is your middle line. Take this one and fold it into the middle like that. Get your little bone folder and just make sure that's nice and tight. This side, you guys have probably got 6 by 6 papers, which this one was made out of, which was an old one I had, so you can use that as well. And then we're going to turn over, and then we're going to hold that, and then we're going to get the scissors. I want to cut this bit off. We don't want that bit. Okay, I know origami doesn't really cut off, but we don't want that bit. Okay, so I'm going to turn over again, and we'll do the other side. So fold that up into the middle, fold that down, bring this one up, and bring that into the middle like that. So it's a very sort of like basic fold on this one, and then we're going to just cut that off. Okay, so then we have this shape. So I'm going to open it all out like that. So that's the shape you get. I'm hoping you can probably see it a little bit better this side actually, with the white on it. So what we want to do, fold it in half like that, and then where you've got it's folded like this, we want to, on each section, you just want to fold it over like that. Okay, so what we want to end up with is on each little section you have this bit that goes in like that. Okay, so it goes in, so we want this on each one of these going all the way round. So that's the one I've just done. So we take the next one, do the same, fold it down, open it out, then take the next one, fold that in. Once you've got the hang of this, it doesn't take very long at all. And then the next one this way. Oops, make sure we are level. take that, fold that to your little line there, open it out, next little fold, fold that in. I'll do another one in a minute, so you can, if you watch, and then you can go along with me on the next one. You'll probably find it a little bit easier then. Fold that down, open that out. So we have 8 of them to do. You want to make sure you get a nice crease in there as well. Last one, fold that in. Oops. Put that in, and then just open it out. So then when you do that, I'm hoping you can see that. Can you see? Let me have a look. Just seeing that you can see, that's a better view, isn't it? You can see the lines on there which are folded. So these are the bits we want to tuck in. Can you see? They need to just push that in, and then you want to just tuck them in like that all the way round. Tuck it in, just push them in like that. Okay. So this is why you want to have a nice crisp line when you are folding it. I'll fold that one. I think this is the last one. Oops. I can fold this one. There we go. Okay, so that's all of them done. So what we want to do now, try and gather them all up like this, all fingers and thumbs. Push them together, just so you sort of like got 4 on one side and 4 on the other. Makes it a little bit easier. Okay, now squash it flat. So that's the shape we want, isn't it? Like that, so these come out. So have 4 on one side and 4 on the other. Just squash them up together. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a bit of gluing. So this is why we want them even either side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my glue, and then I'm going to glue this side and this side in there. And then on this one, just pop your glue in there. We need these to stick nicely, because obviously this is what's going to hold them all together, like that. Okay, nice bit of glue. Then I'm just going to squash them together like that. Make sure you don't stick it all together. Okay, and I'm going to just take these, squash them around and go back again, just to make sure they are all stuck nicely like that. And there we go. That is your lovely little dingly dangly, isn't it? Look at that, fabulous. So what I'm going to do, squeeze that together, make sure your glue is dry. I'm going to take a little bit of twine like this. I'm going to just fold that in half. Just do it however, whatever length you want it to, you know, hang it down with. I'm going to pop a little knot in there like that. I'm going to pop that in. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of my wooden beads before I forget and just thread it onto the end. You want a bead which has got quite a big hole in there, well, it depends what you're using actually, but if you're using a little bit of thread, then you can use any size bead. So you want to pop that on there. This is going to go into there, and you want to just catch that knot just so it's inside. Now I'm going to use my glue gun. I'm just going to take a little bit of glue and I'm just going to squeeze that in there like that, just so it grabs that knot, and then we can stick the bead on top. Just catch a little bit of the glue that's on there, and there we go. So how simple is that? And then you've got your lovely little dangly. So you could make these out of some beautiful silver or gold paper, nice shiny papers, or all depends what sort of tree you've got, or you can make these as little gifts, couldn't you? But I just think they are beautiful. Pop a little bit of glitter or stickles or anything on them, a little bit of sparkle, but I just think that is so pretty and so simple. So shall I make another one just so you can see? What shall we make? Shall we make one with this paper? So again, we are going to, this way, I'm going to fold it so the white is on the outside. So we'll just fold that in half, like that. So this one I think is 6 by 6, this piece, because it looks a little bit bigger, doesn't it? Pop that down. But again, you can make them big. You could make a nice big one. You can make it out of 12 by 12 paper. And then you'd have one to hang in your room as well, wouldn't you? So I'm going to turn it back over, and then we want to go diagonally. So just hang on to that little corner, push that down. Don't worry about too much if it's not square, because we're going to cut most of that off anyway. Then this way, pop that like that. In there. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to have it square on to us, and then we just push these ends in, the sides in, and it just makes that little triangle like that. Okay, and then we want to just make sure we are nice and straight. Turn it round upside down, and then we'll take this one, because these have got the little flaps on, and we've got to fold it into that middle bit. So we want to take that, hold on to that bit, and then fold up to the middle. Now I am working on 120 GSM paper, so you can make this out of whatever you have. So obviously don't go too thick, because it will be quite difficult to fold. So we've done that, so that's the shape. Okay, so I'm just going to turn that over, and I'm going to cut this piece off, because we don't want that piece. There we go. And then what I'm going to do, so that's all cut off like that. So I'm going to turn it over, and we're going to do the same with this side. Look at that lovely picture. Isn't that lovely? Pop that in the middle. Push that up. Oops. Put that like this. And then what we want to do is just cut this piece off, because we don't need that piece there. And then we can open that up. Okay, that's lovely, isn't it? And what we want to do is just fold this in half, and then we want to just fold these little pieces. So you've got, if you fold it in half, you want to fold 2 at a time. You know what I mean? So you just fold that to the little line there. Open it up, bend the next one, fold that in like that. The next one, fold that in, and then we'll do the next one here. So again, you need to do this 8 times. Where's the fold? There's the fold. I would practice on a little bit of copy paper first, I think, just so you know what you're doing if you haven't done this before, and then you won't waste your printed paper, your digital papers, or whatever you want to use. You can make these out of book paper, a little bit of coffee stain paper, which if you don't have digital papers, you can have it just a piece of copy paper, and then you could stamp it. If you've got some little Christmas stamps or something, it's a nice one to do with your grandchildren or children. I think that's probably it. There we go. Can you see all the little lovely shapes, isn't it? So what we want to do is just again push these in like that. Okay, bend them in. Oops. This is why if you've got a nice sharp crease, it's so much easier to do. Push that, pop that, oops, pop that down and pop that down. So this is where you want to just fold these up like that, just sort of gather them together, oops, like that, so they're all in. Make sure everything's in the right way and bending the right way. Oh gosh, there we go. Bend it in, there we are. Perfect, so just fold it up. It will go together, so don't worry about that. And then we've got the 4 on one side and 4 on the other, and that's what makes it easier to glue instead of sort of like doing the individually ones. I found it easier to do it like this. So just sort of open them up, get your glue, pop a little bit of glue in either side, just like that, down there, this one down, like that, oops, and one there, and a bit of glue there. And then we're just going to stick that together like that. Make sure they are stuck. Let's just bend these over like that. Squeeze them nice and tight. Just leave them a little bit longer than me, just to dry a little bit. Well, it depends what sort of glue. Add a little bit of glue gun glue and then it will dry quite quickly, wouldn't it? So there we go, we've got a nice little embellishment. Now again, you can have it coming either way. So what I'm going to do with this one, I've got my nice big needle here. I'm going to take some string, another little bit of twine, pick up my needle, and I'm going to just thread it through here, if I can. There we go. I'm going to take this, I'm going to go through and take it all the way through up right to the end like that and pull that through. Okay, take that out. You can do this before, but it's easier to do it afterwards like that, which is lovely. So I'm going to have this piece at the top now, because these ones are this way round and that's the other way round. Okay, so it's a bigger bit along here. So what I'm going to do, make that, don't cut it off your loopy bit, your ball of string. I'm going to just put that, tie a little knot in there, cut the little tail off and pull that down. And then I'm going to add just a tiny little bit of glue on there, just to hold it in place. Just pull that down tight. Oops. Okay, fabulous. And then this piece I will cut off now. And I'm going to add just a few. I'll have to add these little wooden ones because I don't think I've got these lovely little ones here, which are like little snowballs. I don't think. Do you think that bit of string's going to go through? Oh yes, it does. Oh, look at that. Shall I just have a little snowball in the middle? That's lovely, isn't it? Look at that. So that can just hang down. So again, hang whatever you like off there. Let's pop a little knot at the end. Pull that nice and tight. Like that. Another one. Oops. Again, you could have a little bit of chain hanging off. You know how much I love that little dingly dangly chain that I've been using. I'm going to just cut that there. I think I might just add just a tiny bit of this, just so it doesn't fall off, like that. A little bit inside, just around this bit. Squeeze that together, make sure you've got your little bead in the middle, like that. Perfect, look at that. Oh, doesn't that look lovely? Oh, should we put a bead at the top? I think what I'm going to have to do is get some bigger little beads, bigger beads, or just colour these wooden ones. That looks nice, doesn't it? Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Oh, I think these are lovely, and they are so simple to do. Shall I show you one more time how to just fold it together? And then what I'll show you the one that I'm going to do tomorrow. Let's pop that there. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're okay. So I'm going to use this piece. So this time again we are going to fold this in half, like that. So you want the white on the outside. Again, turn it this way, fold that down, fold that, and then we're going to go from this way. So we go little point to point, like that. Push that down, then open it up and point to point there, like that. Turn it over, and then again the two outside bits of your square, just push that in, okay, and then you will get that little triangle like that. Push that down. Okay, so the one, where did I do, what did I do with it? Here, this is the style that I want to show you tomorrow, how to make. So once you've got this, you know how to do this, you can make one of these without, you don't glue it together on that one, or you don't glue these bits together. So I will show you how to do that tomorrow. So I will give you a chance to have a go at making these. Let's just put these together, and then people are going to think you are really clever, and they don't take that much to do. But if you gave somebody a lovely Christmas present with these, I think they would absolutely love them. I do love homemade Christmas presents. I think it's, you don't get as many anymore, do you? Well, I do because of my grandchildren, but I don't think people tend to do homemade ones anymore. Oops, I haven't done that very straight, have I? There we go. So, there we go. Let's just chop this bit off. There we go. Now you can open this up. You could actually, if you wanted to, just take these bits and fold them out like that, and this one this way. Well, I found it easy. I found it a bit fiddly doing it this way. You'd have to do the back, and then you still have to open it out to do the other bits. Put that in. So this way is a little bit more fiddly to do, because you still have to do the inside bits. So let's just open it out like that, and then we will fold this in half. Take this one. And that one was done, so we can do this side now. Put that up. And this one. Oh, and I think that's the last one. This is the last one here. Like that. So then we should have them all done. So that's all 8. I love that pattern. I think it's lovely, isn't it? So push these in like this. Oops. Doesn't want to bend. There we go. That's the right bend. Put them in. Fabulous. There we go. And then you want to just gather these up like that. Make sure they're all going the right way. Push it all together. Push this in. Gosh, that one can go in like that. They will, once you do it, they will all go in, so don't worry about them going together, because they will eventually, do you know what I mean, they'll show up like that. So again, you want 4 one side, 4 the other side. Okay. So hold it like that, which will open them up, and then we will pop our little bit of glue just in these bits. Oh, actually, I'm not going to do that. Yes, I am, because we'll do the other one tomorrow. Just pop the glue on these bits like that. The one tomorrow is a little bit more fiddly, but if you want to make a fab Christmas decoration and impress people, I think it will be worth watching to see whether you'll be able to do it or not. Takes a little bit of practice, but it's fabulous. I'm going to just squeeze those together like that. Now if you've got these little pegs, you could hold those on there like that, and then each time you could hold that on there, make another one, and then take these off, and they will be nice and dry, won't they? So just open them out. Oopsie daisy. Open them out like that. I'm quite liking them this way, actually. I like the longer bit at the top. So that looks really nice. I'm going to pop. Oops, I need to put some thread on here first. Shall we do another one? Let's just pop that through. It will go through. No. Chop that off. That's better. There we go. I'm going to pop that through there and up through there. Take that off. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Let's tie a little loop in the top like that. Cut that little piece off, and then look at that, fabulous. Chop that down there like that. Let's pop a little bit of glue on here just to hold that in place. Pull that nice and tight. There we go. Lovely. I'm going to glue this in, I think. Just pop a little bit of, hold that in, so that's all stuck in there nicely. So that nice little bit of glue gun, that string is not going to go anywhere, is it? Look at that, fabulous. Now, do you think we're going to get any smaller beads on here? I've got some little silver ones. Oh, I will. Look at that one. silver one, and I do like these little ones. These look like little snowballs. Do you think I'm gonna... This is quite quite, I can't speak now. This is quite thin. There's a little bit of twine on here. There we go. Wiggle it through. Look at that. Fabulous. Shall we tie a little knot in there? Oh my gosh. I'm not doing that very well, am I? There we go. Put that on there. One more. Just to be safe. Little knot on there. Look at that. Love them. Chop that little bit off. And there. Shall we pop a bead on there? Don't think my little... These are going to go through double, are they? No. But we could pop... Maybe I'll look for a nice... should have a bigger one, shouldn't I? Bigger silver one somewhere. But that looks lovely. No, I don't like the wooden one. I like these ones. They look lovely. So there we go, guys. Quite simple, and a really fun little project to do. And you could get your grandchildren or children to have a go as well. I think they are lovely. So they've got their lovely Christmas decorations to hang on the tree. So there we go. Not too long to make those, was it? I think they're fun. So there we go, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I will have a go and show you how to make this one tomorrow, because it is lovely, isn't it? Really nice. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the evening. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.